Really, bro, music is my main focus for real.
Right.
Like, I don't really see myself, like, I stopped playing video games for the music shit. Because I was like, I can't play video games until I make it. Because once I make it, then I got money. And if I got money, then everybody around me stable. Then I can sit down and start playing video games and shit.
Game is no playing, we heard you was slacking, and I get that fronty and backy and backy, and I got your bitch trying to tap in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Tap Dub, and I'm back with another episode of the Tap Podcast. And I'm here with a freaking special guest, man. My guy, the one and only Tokyo Daniels, man.
What's good with y'all, man?
How you feeling today, brother?
Hey, I'm feeling good as fuck. You feel me? Like, hey, the vibes are there, bruh.
The vibes are there. The
Yeah,
vibes are there. I'm glad that you came through. I'm glad that you was punctual, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about on this episode of the Tap Podcast. Just to give y'all a quick little story, my boy Tokyo was hungry. He hit me up out the blue and said, I need to get a podcast in. This was like 2 or 3 days ago at most.
Yeah.
Said, I need to get a podcast in Saturday. I got a show tonight, and I need to talk my stuff. So you ready to talk your stuff?
I'm ready to talk my shit, boy.
You hype?
Hell yeah.
You tapped?
We tapped.
All right, man. Well, just to let you know how the podcast is going to go. So for the first section, we're going to do what I like to call a slight tap, where we're going to ask some surface level questions. And then as the interview progresses, we're going to get a little bit more deeper. And then at the end, we're going to have some fun, okay?
All right, sound good. Good.
So Tokyo, man, can you let the people know out there where you from?
Hey, bro, I'm from Cincinnati, specifically Forest Park. Born there, you feel me? Moved around a little bit, but from Cincinnati, man.
Okay then. So talk early childhood for us. What was it like growing up in Forest Park? What type of things were you into? What type of kid were you?
My parents would say like, yeah, he was a good kid. I feel like I was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, it was kind of weird because, you know, I went to private school, but my family ain't had no money like that.
What school was it?
It was Cincinnati Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, Cincinnati Christian School over there on Morris Road, up there in Fairfield. Yeah. It was nuts though, because like I grew up going to school with a bunch of rich kids and I ain't had no fucking money.
Like, was it like a disconnect between you and them kind of?
Yeah, like I never really fit in, you feel me, until like I got a little older, and then when I got older I was bad as hell, bro.
So you started off a good kid and then you kind of branched off into becoming what they call it, a delinquent a little bit?
Yeah, delinquent, and that's why I named that EP that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like he already jumped the gun on me a little bit, but So your parents have put you inside of a private school. What type of things do you remember from that school specifically? Like, what were some good moments or some bad moments, if you got any?
Bruh, I remember some good moments, like just the clowning, bruh. Like being at the lunch table, because, you know, it wasn't a lot of black kids, so we all grouped together, like we all stuck together. And whenever we go to the lunch table every day, 7th through at least like 10th grade, we was frying shit. Like, yeah, we would sit down. Yeah, roast sessions,
Ooh,
bro.
I miss them, boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, bro. And that's like some good things I remember from there, and also just getting a good education. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like being able to articulate myself in a way that, you know, most people can't. That's something that I took from there. But some bad moments, like, you know, I got in a lot of beef, like a lot of fights, cause like I just didn't fuck with how they was moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's kind of like with rich kids, they feel like they're entitled to say a lot of things. And they don't really understand you on that level. Right. So that's a lot of the bad stuff that happened, like getting into fights, just acting out in general. Like, but I would say the good far outweighed the bad, bro.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what I like to call tap right there. So you was talking about your parents a little bit. Can you go more on your parents? Did you grow up with both of them, single parent? Can you speak on that a little bit?
I grew up with both my parents. Okay. I was blessed. Yeah, so my mom, she's from Peoria. Okay. You feel me? Right outside Chicago.
That's Chicago?
Yeah, it's right outside Chicago.
I thought it was in Atlanta or in Georgia.
It's a little city of its own, though. Like, it's its whole own little shit, but they call it Little Chicago because it's basically just the same shit.
Like a satellite
copy
city.
And paste. Yeah. Like, you feel me? Like, you walk there, you think you in Chicago. Okay. So, like, they grew up in Peoria. You know, she grew up broke as hell. Like, they ain't have much. You feel me? My dad grew up in the backwoods of Tennessee, Luray.
Oh, so they come from two different,
like, my mom was a city girl and my dad was a country boy. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah. So he grew up in Tennessee, then went to the military, and my mom happened to be staying with my uncle, who was like a sergeant at the time or some shit. And my dad ended up liking my mom, and they ended up, you know,
doing what they do, and that's how you got here.
Yeah, that's how I got here.
That was the birth of Tokyo right there. I love that.
Yeah.
So you are an artist, a musical artist, and we got to cater to the music side of it. So while we're talking about your parents, did your parents have any influence over you musically? Did they expose you to different sounds and different music?
I remember taking road trips with my pops, and literally, like, I remember I was like 10 or 11, and there was a little Nas CD, you feel me? And I was like, Dad, what's this?
Well, you said Lil Nas.
Like, no, Nas.
Okay, like Nas. Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, like a little Nas CD.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just remember going, Dad, like, what is this? And he was like, oh, you don't know about Nas, son? Like, let me put this in the little CD player.
Right quick, son.
Yeah, and all I heard was represent, you feel me? Dun, dun, dun. And I was like, oh, shit.
Mesmerized off that.
Yeah, I was mesmerized with it. And then I got my hands on the Lil Wayne. Like, this is all shit I shouldn't have been listening to. But I got my hands.
Was this so I can keep on track with the timeline?
Like 9 to like 13.
Okay.
I started discovering music through my parents. And like, I got my hands on my dad's Lil Wayne CD.
You remember which one?
Carter 3.
Carter 3. Oh my goodness. That was like one of the first ones for me too as well. But
Yeah. So I listened to that one. Boy. Did that like set me off? Like, I was dancing in my room to that shit, just vibing. Like, I literally would look up the beats like online on my little Amazon Kindle. You feel me? And I would rap over them. Yeah, I was the kid with the Kindle, bro. Like, that shit was fire though. I fuck with the Kindle.
Do you remember like your favorite song from that album while we talking about it? Because there was a lot of classic songs from that album and a lot of classic beats. Since you're talking about beats, because Kanye did his thing with a lot of the production off that album.
Think.
It's been Carter 3, but Lil Wayne got so much freaking music.
Period. Yeah, he do.
So if you don't got nothing off top, we'll double back to it.
Yeah, not off
top. So what about so that's Pops. What about my Dukes? Did she get you hip to anything specifically? Stevie Wonder, that's my guy. I was just talking about Stevie the other day.
If you want a song by him, that's my favorite all time. I just got back hip to it. All I do.
Yeah. Okay then.
That shit go crazy, man. I want to sample that.
Okay, then I think you should. It's probably gonna cost a freaking arm and a leg to, like, if you wanted to profit off of it. Stevie stuff is like crazy to get cleared for a good reason though, because he's one of the goats.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. So you are, like I said, on some musical artist stuff. Do you collab with any artists in the city or anything like that?
Bro, I got verses everywhere.
Actually, you know what? My fault. I jumped the gun a little bit. So, Tokyo Daniels, the name. When did you actually become Tokyo Daniels before I even get into that?
Ooh, when did I become Tokyo Daniels? That was like at like 18, bro.
Okay. So, you've been rapping for not that long. How old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21. So, about 3 years you've been rapping? Okay, so it's fairly new thing.
I wouldn't, but like I started rapping really at 14. Like, only real niggas know like about my origins. Like, I quit because everyone said I was trash. You feel me? But then I picked it back up at 18, and I just started going crazy with it, bro. Like, I started producing a few songs a week. You feel me? And now I'm still at that consistent pace.
Wow. So you've been cooking up since 18, but it all started being a 14-year-old young man. So when you was 14, is that when you recorded your first song, or were you just kind of writing and spitting it?
I recorded my first song because since I went to private school, they gave us laptops, right?
Okay.
And it was a little MacBook Air.
Oh, they gave you the MacBook joints?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a private school for real.
Yeah, bro. But we wasn't even the nicest one here, though. That's what's crazy. But yeah, they gave us the MacBook Airs. And, bro, I used to plug my headphones into there. And, like, hella shit was locked. But I knew, like, hella niggas at the school that was computer wizards. So they would unlock all that shit, get the admin code, all that shit. So I got GarageBand on that bitch. Like, I started using GarageBand. And I recorded with some Apple headphones. Oh, yeah, I'm cool on that. I started recording with some Apple headphones and just was talking shit. Like, I didn't even know what I was saying for real. I just was regurgitating things that I heard other rappers say. But it was like, I had one song that spun for like 4,000. I thought that was dope.
Oh wow, like on the view side?
Yeah, like on SoundCloud. I dropped
so this
it on
was back
SoundCloud.
then. So this was almost like 10 years ago, really. When you
I was 14. Yeah.
Oh, well, about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Wow. Okay, then. So, do you remember what that song was called?
No Water.
No Water.
I splash on your bitch with no water.
Wow, that was big back then. I ain't gonna lie. Even getting 4,000 views on SoundCloud, with it being such a low key platform, that still feel good. But I know back in, what was that, like 2015-ish? Like maybe
2015, 2016.
Yeah, that had to felt amazing. So do you think that was like a catalyst into making you, because I know you didn't like continue it back then, but do you think that was something that you held in your heart to like, maybe I can do this?
Not that song specifically. It was really when I dropped like this one song. I can't remember what it was called, but I was like 15 years old. I dropped it. Everybody said it was trash. You feel me? But man, it just something about it made me want to keep going because I was like, I really can go with this sound. But everyone just crushed my spirits every time I would try. So like I just gave up, and until I got to college, and like blessed to say I can go to college. You feel me? Like. But when I got to college, that's when everyone kind of uplifted me, and they were like, you know, they heard my poetry, they heard my raps behind the scenes and shit, and they were like, you know, you need to make music. So yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Okay, then I love that. So fast forward a little bit. Now we up at 18. Do you remember the first song that brought you back to actually being Tokyo Daniels? Like, what was that first hit, that first song that you had made?
White Girl.
It's
still on my SoundCloud.
Okay.
It's like, it's some different shit. Like, and that's what I feel like made people gravitate towards me in the beginning.
And explain different, because that could be interpreted in a lot of different ways.
Like, different in the way of, it was like kind of like some rock. Trap rock type shit. Like, I still remember the hook, but I'm not gonna spit it because it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I was about to say, spit it for us, there. You know,
that's embarrassing, bro.
Like, is it still out anywhere?
Yeah,
SoundCloud type joint.
It's on SoundCloud.
Okay, then. So we're gonna have to tap into that post interview. I'd love to hear it. So dope. So what college did you go to? UC. Did you graduate?
Nah, man, I dropped out.
Okay, then. Can you explain why?
Bruh, so like off rip, I feel like it's good I let people know, like, just to make other people relate to this. Like, I'm bipolar, bro. I got mental health issues. So like, I was just going through a lot of shit at that time, and I was trying to balance college with work, and it wasn't working out for me. And I was trying to balance college with my emotions and my, you feel me, my habits and shit like that. And just everything kind of all coagulated to fuck me up. You feel me? So that's why I dropped out, but I'm actually trying to get back into school. I got an enrollment meeting on Monday, actually. Like,
my dog. Feel me? Hey, that's perseverance right there, and I like the vulnerability, because a lot of people will try to play it cool and try to give a halfway reason why it happened. Like, I like the vulnerability in that, and what you saying that could help somebody else out there. That's why I appreciate that. So so dope. I'm glad that you're about to be getting back into it. What was your major too originally?
Fine arts.
Fine arts. So you was already gonna be in art, music, something like that, regardless.
I used to be able to draw my ass off, bro. Like, I used to sit there and draw all day, because like my parents would tell you I'm compulsive as fuck. Like, if I like something, I'm gonna do it until I can't do it no more. You feel me? But with art, what kind of happened with that, I switched to psychology, because I knew I had mental health issues. So I was like, maybe I can help somebody in the world.
And like, not even just help somebody, but you can help yourself with the knowledge too as well.
Exactly. And that was a thought process. But then when I dropped out, I kind of was like, you know what? Let me not put music on the back burner. There is no fucking plan B. So I was like, let me go up to ICB for mixing and engineering, you feel me, and doing that shit. Get real good at that. So that way I can up my own production and also help other people succeed as well.
That's tap right there. Well, so that is the conclusion of the slightly tapped in section. Tokyo Daniels, how about we throw a clip of that new Footloose video that you dropped?
All right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Take a look, Ashton.
What up? Need a 30 on my. Need a 30 on my wrist, that's a big bag. Talk that on the gang, be with dogs, getting shit back. Ops on my ass, hit the corner cause the vert fast. Human torch on my fire, watch me burn past. How you do it independent, that's a bold move. Say the mission impossible, I ain't Tom Cruise. All these bitches dancing in the club like it's Footloose. Niggas love me, I'm still taking the bad news. I can never be shaken, never rattled. Every single day, I'm fighting internal battles. Should I be in front of the gun or behind it? That's the funny thing about life, you can't rewind it. I was taught to count 'em, never sing the blues. Fuck it, then I bounce her. Now she got a tool. He was sweet as a Pop-Tart. Now he got a tool. I ain't even gangsta, I ain't about to act a fool. Just know we keep blinking.
Hey Tappers, hope y'all enjoyed that Footloose video. Just dropped about what, like 7 days ago, 8 days
Yeah,
ago?
like not even 2 weeks.
Yeah, it definitely ain't been 2 weeks. So hopefully y'all like that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on my boy Tokyo Daniels page. Now we on the second part of the Tap interview, and this is the more in-depth Tap section. So you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So I see that you are so we talked about Slight Tap. Going more in depth, I see that you are on a label, Ocean 5 Records, correct?
Yes, sir.
So can you explain how it is working with Ocean 5 Records and what they do for your career?
Man, shout out Ocean 5 Records. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If y'all want like someone to discipline you and to make you actually look at when you're releasing shit, actually make you look at if you're getting the best sound quality from your engineers, make you actually think about what you release before you release it, then work with Ocean 5 Records, because they gonna get your ass together. Like, because a lot of artists out here is not, they loosey goosey, bro. They gotta tighten up. You feel me?
Yeah.
They on some bullshit. They go to the studio drinking bullshit.
Got all the guys there, waste half the time smoking and all type of
shit.
stuff.
Bro, I smoke while I'm rapping. Like
you don't got no time to waste, huh?
I don't got no time to waste. So yeah, bro, like I would say working with Ocean 5 has been a blessing, bro, because they really have pushed me in the right direction, and they're helping me get more organized as an artist and be more professional.
How long have you been signed to them?
Not long. I got signed April 8th.
April 8th, so it's almost the 2-month anniversary coming up here shortly.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I actually am cool. Is her name Skylar?
Skylar,
yeah. I've met Skylar on a few occasions, and I can say she's very, very professional, very, very organized, and just a wonderful human being in general. So I'm glad that you are a part of that team. Shout out to Ocean 5 Records, like you said. So Tokyo Daniels, man, can you tell me a little bit about your recording process? What is it like when you go into the studio? Do you need a certain thing? Do you need to be solo? Are you cool with having people there? What's the best vibe for you?
For real, and she know this. Y'all can't see her, but she know this.
Yeah, off camera.
Yeah, off camera. But I'm best when I'm alone or when I'm working with somebody actively. Like,
when you say working with somebody, like as far as a feature or like just one-on-one with your engineer?
Like either one-on-one with my engineer and one-on-one with a feature.
Okay.
Like I can't be in the stew with like, some niggas bring in like 20 people, you feel me? And I'm like, bro, you deep as hell in this bitch. I can't do that. Like, cause that's too many energies fucking with my vibe, bro. Like if I'm trying to put off, like say I'm on some soft melodic shit. Like if I'm trying to put off that vibe and niggas in here talking gangster and shit, then what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a disconnect.
Like, it's a disconnect within the vibe. So like I like to keep it small, like as much as 4 people in there at a time.
Right.
But most of the time I like working by myself when I'm just in my zone and in my mode. And then I show it to people so they can give me my critiques later and I can go back and fix it.
Okay, then. I love that. Yeah, it's a little bit intimidating when there's so many people because it's also that many opinions as well. Because now you got, you should do that over. Then you got this guy saying it's cool. Then you got this guy saying record a whole new song. Now I'm everywhere, you know what I mean? So I record a little bit too. So I'll be on the same stuff. So since we talk about recording, what is your most deepest song and why?
It hasn't come out yet. But my deepest song would be called Thug, and it's just, you know, part of Tupac's acronym, the hate you give, you know, love children and all that shit, but just the hate you give. And
what makes that your deepest song? Just, I don't want you to like leak it because it hasn't came out yet, but if you could briefly describe it, if not, that's cool too as well.
I could briefly describe it. It's like I'm really just talking with this,
right?
You feel me?
Right.
Like talking with my heart instead of shit talking. Like, you feel me? Because as rappers, we can't deny it. We do a lot of shit talking.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, we do a lot of shit talking. But like at the end of the day, if you can be vulnerable, real, and really relate to people, then I feel like that's what makes something a deep song.
Okay, then. I like that, and I think that's tapped out there if y'all listening. So moving on, let's talk about what you had brought up earlier, which is Delinquent 2. Queen City Anthem. Now, this is one of the projects that I tapped in that you had sent me when we had discussed the interview. It is called Delinquent 2, so I don't know if there's a Delinquent 1 that's out.
There is,
and I haven't tapped into that. My apologies. Could you explain, actually, you know what? Could you explain Delinquent 1 briefly and then go into Delinquent 2 and what made you come up with this series?
Delinquent 1 was really like testing the waters. There wasn't really a direction I was going with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of just, I was just rapping. Like, hey, everybody, I rap now. You feel me? Then.
When did that drop?
And that dropped January 2021.
21, okay. So the second one came out like a year later.
Yeah, like 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, so Delinquent 2 was more of me experimenting and like trying to not even drive a story, but just drive like a certain gimmick into it, like that. I can do all this. You feel me? Because if you listen to it, you know it's a lot of different ass songs on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of different flows and a lot of different vibes from you, like doing the shit talking that you was mentioning earlier, as well as deeper songs like the Queen City Anthem. And that's actually was my favorite one off of it because I like the vulnerability. It's something about vulnerability, and when people speak from this, like you said. So I did notice that.
Yeah, so it's a lot of different vibes on there, and that's kind of was the whole point, was like to get my point across in how many songs was it? 10 in 10 different ways. You feel me? And that was the thought process behind that whole series.
Okay, then how long did that take you to record and put out?
It took me about, I want to say, was I working on that for like 6-7 months? About 6-7 months.
Okay. About a little about half a year, maybe a little bit over.
A little bit over.
Okay.
But the Doghouse was just coming out soon. That took way shorter than that.
Okay, then what's way shorter? Like a couple months, 2 months, 3 months?
Like I recorded that in the span of like 3 months.
Okay, then dope. So it's like you're getting the music out faster and faster with each project, so your abilities are increasing. Every time you cook up. I like that. So as far as Delinquent 2, so I noticed that it's like Tokyo Daniels with an exclamation. What does the exclamation point signify? And I noticed that a lot of the songs have that. I think all of the songs have the exclamation. Am I correct? What does that signify?
It's kind of like if you see a song, and I ain't never told nobody this.
Oh, so it's
like,
Talk to
me.
If
you see a song without the exclamation point, then it's probably more substance.
Okay.
But if you see them with the exclamation point, it's probably, that's me saying like, this is it. Like, you know, you scream it when you hear it. Like, this is it.
Okay.
And that's why I put them on all of Delinquent 2, because I felt like at the time I was like, these all hit hard. But like, I just like to distinguish between like what's like a slick vibe and what's like meant to be like punch, like a punchy one. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like that. So if you didn't know, tappers out there, now you know. Tokyo Daniels, you want to sign with that one. So I got another question for you, my guy. So music is an extremely saturated market, right? How do you believe Tokyo Daniels differs from all the music that is out here right now?
Man, that's a hard question.
It is. It's very
But
hard.
I got to answer though. Like, I feel like I have lyrical integrity.
Explain that for me.
Like, I just say what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, and yeah, as rappers we hyperbolize. Like, but I say what I've seen and I hyperbolize that. You feel me? Some dudes say what they haven't seen and then hyperbolize that.
Right.
And I feel like that's lyrical integrity. Like, also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I truly get it now. I get it.
Yeah. So, and I also feel like I have a good pen. Like, you know I've only dropped Vegan, Punch God, and Footloose from the Doghouse. Those are all 3 singles that's going on the Doghouse.
Okay.
Big leap. But it's like those all are just, I feel like, very lyrically clean songs. And I have a good pen and the punchlines are always hitting. And I feel like also my flow, my delivery, my cadence, like it's just hard to replicate. And I feel like maybe I'm not the best in the city right now, but I'm distinguishing myself from everybody else by just working on
tap.
Working on that.
Working on your craft.
Yeah.
I like that. So the more in-depth tap dance section is coming to an end. I just got one more for you, okay?
Okay.
So where do you see your career in the next upcoming year? Let's say 2-3 years. Next
2-3 years. I see my career growing. Maybe not like a super fast growth, but I see the continual slow growth. You feel me? Like just growing as an artist. Because at the end of the day, I'm 21. I got 3 years in this shit. I got like at least till I'm fucking 50 to decide if I'm gonna stop rapping.
Heard.
Like, you feel me? So I'ma just keep doing that shit. Try to stay with the times because it's hard. Especially as you get older, it's gonna be harder and harder to stay with them trends because you not gonna fuck with some of them. But like that's where I see myself is just growing and being the artist I'm supposed to be.
Loving that.
Yeah.
Loving that. Super tap. Alrighty, well that is the conclusion of the more in-depth tap section. How about we go ahead and throw another video clip in there?
Yeah.
Alright, sound good.
Clicks, you buy this beat.
Cooling on the streets, I wasn't meant to be a sprinter. Rolled up 3.5 and then I ate that shit for dinner. One day steady losing, gonna turn you to a winner. 513 gon' spend the summer, cause we got some cold winters. Cooling on the streets, I wasn't meant to be a sprinter. Rolled up 3.5 and then I ate that shit for dinner. One day steady losing, gonna turn you to a winner. 513 gon' spend the summer, cause we got some cold winters. They said I was different, they never said I was gifted. I was a misfit, young nigga hard to deal with. Told me chill with it, really could end up in jail with it. Awaken the hell in me, really awaken the hell in me. I had a $150, quick I was.
Yes, sir. Hope y'all enjoyed that video clip of my boy Tokyo Daniels. Make sure once again that y'all like, comment, and subscribe on Tokyo Daniels page, and all the links will be in the description. But now, my boy, we're about to get into the fun section of the tap interview, man. You ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready? So I'm gonna be asking you some questions. It's gonna be more fast paced too, and it's gonna be, I'm not gonna say all over the place, but a little bit more on the random side. Okay.
Okay.
So starting with, if you weren't rapping, what would you be doing?
Drawing manga, bro. Like, straight up, swear to God. Drawing manga,
you did say
bro.
you had artistic ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be drawing manga because like I would like try, if I wasn't gonna be a rapper, I was gonna try to do some other fucking ambitious ass shit. So I would definitely go and try to be like the first top selling black manga artist out of America. That's what I would have tried to do. Like, you feel me? And got my own anime and shit, and just like really rocked out with creative writing and shit.
That's super dope. So since we already on the anime tip, talk anime for me. So is there a favorite anime for you, or what's a couple of your favorite animes?
Oh my God.
Or how about this? It's a little game I like to play with people who watch anime, and I'm gonna say a word and you say the anime that first comes up in your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the first word is sad.
Fuck, what's it called? March Comes In Like a Lion.
March Comes In Like a Lion. I'm not familiar. So why that one?
That one just, oh no, it was Your Lie in April. That one. That one had, nah, nigga, that shit was sad as fuck.
It like that?
It was like that, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sad as fuck.
All right, angry.
Ooh, Dragon Ball Z, easy.
Why Dragon Ball Z?
Because them niggas get rage boost, bruh. Like, they don't even, somebody wash their homie and it's off rip, they sliding. Like, it's funny as hell.
I love that. I got another one for you. Traumatic.
Oh, shit. Fucking Attack on Titan, bro. Like, oh my God. That shit crazy. Them niggas got PTSD.
Yeah.
You can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that one. Traumatic and AOT like go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I think I'll do one more. Excited.
Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. That one's man, I've been clowning on that right now with the animation and stuff like that. But it's crazy because it's so gory though.
It's very gory, but like when I say exciting, I mean like I'm just excited
to watch it.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just like, bruh, anime can be gory and it be good, but it can also be gory and bad. So it's like I feel like it's towing that fine line good right now.
I like that. I like that. Hobbies. What's your hobbies? What you do outside of the rap? Besides anime, obviously.
Yeah, besides anime, I like to link up with my homies, smoke. You feel me? That sounds lame as hell, but you feel me? Like I really, bro, music is my main focus for real.
Right.
Like I don't really see myself. Like I stopped playing video games for the music shit. Because I was like, I can't play video games until I make it. Because once I make it, then I got money. And if I got money, then everybody around me stable. Then I can sit down and start playing video games and shit. But I do like to have fun. Like I like to go out on the weekends. You feel me? Go to the club, go to the bar.
Movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, movies. I love movies. Like I love horror movies and shit. And I also just love spending time with my family. Like I guess if you can call that a hobby. Like I love sitting up there with my mama, just talking to her, talking about life, like getting
y'all
the
can
game.
have some good conversations with your parents still.
Yeah, we can.
Cool. Speaking of movies, do you have like a favorite movie or a favorite TV show?
Scarface.
Favorite movie. Classic.
Yeah,
can't go wrong with Scarface. Psychedelics. Ever tried? Haven't tried or? And you don't have to answer this one, obviously.
No comment.
There it is. Social media. You think it's good, bad? Talk to me.
Social media is good for certain things, but it's bad because people get drunk with it.
Explain that a little bit more.
Like social media is good for promoting yourself, promoting your business, you know, staying on top of things, you know, political things, stuff of that nature. But I feel like people get so obsessed with social media, and like that's why people are so depressed nowadays, because they're looking at other people living these great lives, but in reality they living just like you. You just seeing the good snapshots of their life.
Tapped. Alrighty, well, not much more to be said on that one. So let me see what else I got for you. So if Illuminati, you believe in Illuminati?
I don't know, bruh. I don't know.
I like how you went back in the sea, like, I don't
know. Like, cause it's hard. Cause like I want to believe in the Illuminati, but at the same time I just don't. Like, because I believe there's like somebody running the world that we don't know about.
Right. Especially like our side of the world. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Western, you know what I mean? It's a little, all right. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
we'll leave
somebody
it at
running the world.
Thank you. Who would you invite if you could invite 3 people to dinner, living or dead? Anybody.
Bruh. Alright. Who would I invite? Fuck. Juice WRLD. Motherfucking. You know who I would invite? You know, this is gonna sound crazy. I would invite Andrew Jackson to dinner. But here's why. Because I just want to, like, show him. Like, if he's coming, he coming forward in time, or I'm going backward?
You would take him from their time to now. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah. See, I would want to sit him down and really, like, educate that nigga, like, and just, like, try to talk to him. Even if he don't care to hear it, I just would try to talk to him on some shit.
Okay.
And then my last person would probably be, nigga. I know niggas be clowning this decision, but Jay-Z, bro.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think niggas be clowning it because, like, he is a mogul when it comes to freaking everything. You know what I mean? Saying. Like, everything. Yeah. I can't think of what he has not done. I mean, and he's human too. Of course, he's had his times where he's, done some stuff he's probably not proud of, especially like with the cheating and stuff like that. But hell, who has it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to put that on nobody. You know what I mean? But let's just be real. You know,
we make mistakes, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that's a solid list. So we got Juice WRLD, Andrew Jackson, and Jay-Z. Yeah. And why Juice though? I don't think I asked why Juice.
Oh, Juice WRLD, just because like I would love to pick his brain, because like even though I know niggas be like saying, oh, he was a drug addict, oh, he was this. Like, bruh, he was intelligent as fuck. He knew some shit, bruh. And I feel like, really, in reality, if I would have sat down and been able to talk to him, like, bruh, he could have blew my fucking mind with this music shit. Like, because he had the game, for real.
It was effortless, too. Like, if you look at the documentary, he would just be having so much fun. Hit after hit after hit. Like, accidental hits.
Oh, God.
Like, it's crazy. So, shout out to Juice. He is definitely a big inspiration for me, as you can see up there. So, Tokyo Daniels, I think that is going to be the conclusion of the fun section. Now, I would like for you to let the people know what's upcoming next for you. Obviously, you got a show tonight. Let them know about that show. Let them know about any videos, projects. This is open space for you.
All right. You said just anything?
Yeah, anything that's upcoming next for you.
Next up for me is really, I I can't talk about that.
But
I'm gonna talk about this.
Okay.
The doghouse, bro. The whole thing behind the doghouse is Cincinnati, because Cincinnati full of dogs. Whether you a
and this
dog
your next
ass,
project, correct?
Yeah, this my next project, and the reason it's called that because Cincinnati is full of dogs, bro. Like I feel like it's a lot of talent out here. A lot of people who are dogs at what they do. Like you feel me? I feel like I'm a dog at rapping. You feel me? That's shit talking right there. But hey, I feel like my girl a dog at graphic design. I'm shit talking hella right now. I feel like my boy Roz, he a dog at the IT shit. Like whatever you gonna do, like I feel like Cincinnati got dogs in that shit, bro, and they just not seeing it yet. But we gonna lift that dark cloud off this city, bro. Like real shit.
I love that.
Everybody gonna band together one day, bro. And motherfuckers gonna love it.
Anything else you want to shout out? Any visuals? Anything else? Any shows that we be looking out for?
Footloose music video out now. You can stream it on YouTube. Just look up Tokyo Daniels. I'm search engine friendly. Shout out my boy Ross, Talk, Simon, my girl Olivia, my boy Trust. You feel me? My producer Roshan. Shout out OG. Shout out PJ. Shout out my mama and dad and the rest of my family. Shout out everybody, bro.
I love that. And don't forget to shout yourself out. Where can they find you at?
Alright. Hey, it's Tokyo Daniels on all platforms, bro. You can find me anywhere. Like I said, search engine friendly. Tokyo Daniels on Instagram. Tokyo Daniels on TikTok. Tokyo Daniels 1 on Snapchat. Tokyo Daniels on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
You got
all
it
that
everywhere.
shit.
You everywhere.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, bro.
All right then, man. And all those links will be in the description to make it easy for the toppers out there. And Tokyo Daniels, before we go, can you lead the people out there with a piece of advice coming straight from you?
Whatever you do, don't make it your passion. Don't make it your love. Make it your obsession. And once you make it your obsession, then you know where you're going to go with it. And once you know where you're going to go with it, then everything becomes easy. Let the stars align. Don't work against them.
Damn, that's tap right there, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. I like that one for me. Shoot. Alrighty, man. This was a beautiful, beautiful episode. Thank you, Tokyo Daniels, for coming through and being a strong melanated king. Speaking very well. I can tell that private school did do You got some words and you can speak like a motherfucker. So shout out to you on that. Shout out to you for being punctual. And once again, just thanks for coming through, man. Just thanks for coming through and being a real one. Make sure that you guys tap into all my guys' links. And it's your boy Tap Dub. This is the completion of another successful episode of the Tap Podcast. I'm bringing you that educational, entertaining, and motivational content on a daily basis. I'm tapped in with
Tokyo Daniels.
We tapped out. Peace.
Pain is no plan, we heard you was slacking, and I get that front end, back end, back end. I got your bitch trying to tap in, I made that bitch.